If you've been watching anime for a good while, you're probably familiar with names like High School DxD or Monster Musume. Or if you like something with more action, then maybe the name Kill la Kill rings a bell. All these three animes, and honestly way too many more, have one similar theme. Anime girls showing tits and ass. These shows are usually very formulaic. And before one of you goes, then what are we so different from each other? No, they're not. Stop lying to yourself, you level 10 gooner. But among the sea of repeatable formulaic gooner animes, one of them stands out. That is Shimonera.
Cock and balls!
Released in 2015, this anime became somewhat popular for a while, before immediately falling into obscurity. And a lot of people forgot about it, including myself. But a few days ago, remembering the good old cringe gooner days, I remembered I had actually liked this anime a lot. So I decided to pay a visit to a good old friend of mine.
Some high quality yum yum.
So bad for me. I can't take it.
Full color too.
This anime reeks of gooner energy. I mean, the first scene is some guys just looking at some girl in a magazine, but suddenly, BAM! Motherfucking police swarm the place like it's a Diddy party and arrest these gooners. But why? I mean, my boys weren't doing anything bad. Sure, they were being a little intense, but they were just being gooners. Turns out, in this version of Japan, the government saw the crime rates in the country and just thought, oh hell no, they'd be jorking it too much. And so they banned jorking it. But they didn't stop at that. Oh no. They went as far as to ban any form of indecency. Making dirt jokes, you got arrested. Having the good old wrestling, you got arrested. Being in the possession of any gooner item, you got arrested. But police can't be monitoring everyone at all times. I mean, they got better things to do. Like, you know, arresting an old grandma for going 5 over the speed limit. So they hand out these collars. These listen to everything you say and do. So if you're being a dirty little gooner, police are going to arrest your ass. Now, the theme of people being a terrorific group of individuals just for being gooners is very present in this story. But you know, I can't say that word, otherwise YouTube takes this whole video down. So I call them junklers instead. And so with this premise, this anime starts. It then introduces our main duo, Tanukichi, which I'm just gonna call Akuma, and Ayame. Ayame is a motherfucking jungler. And so at day she's a normal student, but during her time off, she is a jungler, going around butt naked showing her shit to people. She wants people to be able to jork it, or say gooner shit just nilly-willy. She is of the mindset that, well, the world they live in is a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Oh my god, that's the fucking title. Said the fucking title. I can't believe that was the fucking title. So in order to accomplish this goal, she decides to create a jungler organization called SOCKS. You know, as in sex. Organization that has the sole purpose of teaching people gooner phrases and just knowledge about gooning. Motherfuckers in this anime have no idea what gooning is all about. You know, they don't have rank gooning in this fucking world. However, her best friend Anna is quite the opposite of Ayame. Being born in the nobility, and having one of the main anti-gooning political figures as her mom, she's all against gooning, but has no idea that Ayame is the very same jungler that police are trying to arrest. If this premise is not interesting and goofy, I don't know what is. It's honestly so outlandish, but unlike a lot of the usual ecchi anime, this one has a very well-defined personality. Usually the middle-aged Japanese man making these animes always go the route of a regular guy who for some reason ends up in the middle of a harem. And oh titty, and oh my god I'm such a good guy, and oh look at that, titty again. Which is fine, maybe the first time, but then it just starts to get really boring and very annoying. However, this anime takes a gooner concept and just runs with it. It just feels like people were having fun while making this. It's unapologetically perverted, but not to the point where it gets repetitive. It's honestly brimming with personality. It's constantly throwing jokes that catch you off guard.
Okuma, but don't worry. Your secret is safe. I accept you for who you are. Like you, accept me.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
You don't know what stupid gooner thing the characters will do next, And the concept of the Jonkler organization is just so fucking stupid that I just found myself just wanting to keep watching the anime. Remember the harem titty flashing trope a lot of these anime are guilty of committing? Well, it's still very present here, and is constantly being used as a plot device. But what separates this anime from the sea of Gunner anime out there is that this one uses Gunner scenes as a gag, and actually manages to be funny.
What's going on?
Long time no smell, Dick Cheese. Socks is back to crush your ego, and if you really piss us off, we'll crush your balls too.
It becomes so ridiculous that you can't stop watching. Something similar to what Baki does. The plot being so ridiculous and unserious that it just ends up being really entertaining. But instead of fighting, they want to be Gunners. While this anime is from 2015, the animation still holds up pretty well even for today's standards. This is not going to be the Jujutsu Kaisen of Gunner anime in terms of animation, but the animation never felt choppy or lazy when I was watching it. Something that a lot of Gunner shows are very guilty of doing. It was quite the opposite actually. It looks like the animators were really having a blast making this one. I was having a lot of fun rewatching this little gem. It's honestly a very charming anime that reflects the 2015 era of anime and that manages to be entertaining to this day. But that doesn't mean it's perfect. If this kind of comedy is not really your thing, you will probably not enjoy this little gem as much as I did. It does rely a lot on Gunner jokes and characters just saying dick and balls or any other variation of that. So if you're looking for a good plot with deep characters and deep character connections, well, this is definitely not it. This anime makes jokes about gooning or having the characters flash someone as a form of self-defense, and while that may sound like a plus for some people, for others, well, not so much. This is an ecchi anime after all, so it will constantly be showing you Gunner material, which again, if that makes you uncomfortable, you probably not like this anime at all. But despite these little flaws, I honestly think this is a very entertaining anime. It's not made to be taken seriously or to be taken as a story with a deep plot, since the anime starts to when it ends. It's just a gag. It still has emotional moments, but they are only once in a while, and then the anime kind of forgets it really happened. I really wish the anime focused on these a little more, because they do manage to feel wholesome and have you rooting for the main duo. It's definitely not an anime to be watching in public, but if you're able to look past the flaws, I feel like this is definitely an anime worth a shot. Even though this anime was released more than 9 years ago, it doesn't lose steam. It doesn't get boring, it never stops being entertaining. It's very funny and always keeps you on the edge, waiting for the next thing that's gonna happen. While it does have its flaws, I personally feel like it does an amazing job of keeping itself entertaining from beginning to end. Something that a lot of anime struggle or just don't achieve. It's really sad that this anime didn't get more love. After its first season, it really didn't see much activity. The manga chapters stopped being released, and while the novel does have a conclusion, I couldn't find anywhere to read it in English. I really think this anime deserves more attention than what it got back in the day. So go give this little gem a try and tell me what you think. Hello again, it's me speaking. I know I said I was going to be uploading more frequently, but I just started college and it's been more than what I thought it was going to be. But I do plan to upload more. So if you haven't done so, please go ahead and stroke that little button that says subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. I really had fun making this video and I hope you had fun watching it. With that said, I'll see you next time.